Shoots squared the bunt and pulled the bat back in. Gets the ball. Big Reds with the runner on first. In the Husky tradition for the day. Lack of control.
That's a big hit there. Brings another run in. 8-2 so far. The count in favor of the Port Huron High Big Reds. They're starting off offensively the way they would like to, and Jim Hewitt has settled down the mound to hold the Huskies down to 2 runs. Meanwhile, the Huskies have worked through a lot of their pitching staff here to find someone that can throw strikes.
Jason Lanchute getting the signals from Coach Hilliger. Steps back in the box. Runner holding tight at first.
Murphy throws a strike.
Looks like he took a little off that one, then got it right down the strike zone. A little better follow through.
I think they tend to be doing that. That's something that could hurt them badly when they have to basically point the ball to hit in the strike zone like that. They're taking a little of their velocity off and could get hit very hard that way.
Runner's going to throw from the catcher. Ball's in center field.
Out at second base.
Yeah, umpire calling time. Everybody seems to be up on 2 feet walking. That's a good sign.
Second baseman Smith is okay. He got taken out right there.
That's always good to see them coming up on their feet, Dan.
Got a good jump down there. Henderson made a pretty good throw. It again tailed a little bit towards the first base side.
And Jason steps back in the box after getting the signals. Continue on with the inning.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Solid base hitter scores another one for the Big Red team.
Swing and a miss.
Swung at that ball up around his eyes.
Strike
and
3.
Take a break for the inning.
At the end of 4 complete innings of play, the score is Port Huron High School 8, Port Huron Northern 2. Here we are at Memorial Field, still Port Huron High School, the top of the 5th inning. The Port Huron Northern Huskies coming up to try to get something going here to whittle away at this lead that the Big Reds have built up, this 8-2 lead so far. We're going to lead off with the center fielder, Mike Sly, Eric Smith on deck, and the shortstop, Todd Murphy, to follow. Right at the top of the lineup, Larry, they're going to hope they get something going here.
That's Coach Hilliger has decided to go with his starting 9. It's still doing a stellar job on the mound.
Ball hits pretty hard to right field. Seems to be hanging again, as most of them are today, and it's caught.
Jason Lanchute doing a fine job in the right field, playing the ball against the wind.
So Mike Sly flies out to right field for the first out here in the 5th inning. Brings the second baseman Eric Smith up.
Does he do Channel 7 News on his days off?
I think he doesn't look the same, but must.
Well, it might be a disguise.
It's not a common name or anything. Eric called me Blacksmith. Oh, there he goes at a strike for the first pitch.
Eric obviously didn't think that was a strike.
Not sure he agrees with that, but as always, that man in blue.
James Hewitt thought it was a strike.
Well, of course he did. It's a pitcher. Gotta love pitchers. Good curveball. Ooh, he slices that one off the right field.
He hit that one hard, Dan.
Starts right off at a 2-strike count. Basically, Larry, that's what the success of Hewitt's been. It seems like he's found his rhythm. He's throwing strikes. He's changing speeds, mixing it up a little bit, but he's got the Northern hitters playing his game. And the Northern pitchers have a tough time finding the strike zone. That's really made a big difference in today's game, I think. Hewitt throws strike 3 right by Eric Smith.
Boy, he find the outside corner on that plate that time. Hewitt seems to be throwing the ball just as hard as he did the first 2 innings.
Sure has gotten to a rhythm here, and we're bringing up our shortstop, Todd Murphy. Todd's made some nice plays in the field, has a fine throwing arm out there, and hopefully right now he can do something with the stick and kind of get something happening.
He smacks that one, Dan.
Todd, it's a shot. It's deep center field. Aaron Carpenter's hat off, makes the catch.
Good job, Aaron Carpenter. Got back, played the ball.
Did a nice job. I think Aaron wanted to keep the hair out of his eyes there, so he dropped his hat.
Well, he thought he was going up for one of those passes he used to throw there. Then he caught the ball over his shoulder on the run.
Fine catch. Ball hit a long way by Todd Murphy, but he flies out So at the end of 4.5 innings of play, we're still Portland High School 8, Portland Northern 2.
Welcome back to Memorial Field at the bottom of the 5th. Looks like the Huskies going to try another pitcher, Dan.
They brought in Kevin Crittenden, a sophomore right-hander who was in left field last inning, and Brian Murphy went back to third base, and Jeff Land returned to left field. As we entitled Jeff's Call Me This Land Is Your Land in left field. But Kevin, anyway, moving on to the game.
Yeah, moving right along.
Kevin looks good. He's got a nice delivery, throws pretty hard. Obviously threw a strike for the first pitch. You got to love that.
That's a good sign.
That's what it's all
I'm
about.
sure Mr. Coach, Mr. Klink, Mr. Coach, Coach Larry Klink was real pleased to see that.
That's right.
Husky squad struggling here on the mound today.
Kevin, again, many of the Husky pitchers have a deliberate delivery, nice and slow, working under mechanics, and Kevin,
I think
Kevin
maybe
looks
that's
pretty good.
part of what the problem is. They're doing a little too mechanical, a little too deliberate.
That could be. That could be. Of course, obviously it's cold and first game of the year and so on. And there are some young arms out there. I don't know. It's just one of those days that you like to write off his experience and start over again.
See, Kevin's just a sophomore, getting some valuable experience here for Larry Klink's Huskies.
I believe it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Crittenden coming out throwing strikes, and that's exactly what they need to see today.
Batter is Randy Nunez, fouls that pitch off the right field. Andrew Moore on deck at the top of the order for the Big Reds. Yep, got a little bit away from him, I think, there,
Yeah, the high hard one. Oh, country hard ball there that just got away.
See a lot of activity in the Big Reds bullpen. Coach Hilliger plans on making some changes at the end of the inning.
And hopefully we'll bring them to you
Hopefully we will.
as closely as we can.
Nunez gets the signal from Coach Hilliger, gets back in the box and digs in and waits for the pitch.
Ooh, Kevin
Another
got underneath that one a little bit, high and in. Ball 4, walks the leadoff hitter. Cardinal sin of pitching.
And
You
the number
don't
1
walk the
batter,
leadoff
Andrew
hitter.
Moore, coming up for the Big Reds, then. He's had a good day.
Huskies have been bitten by the walk bug today. They're walking a lot of hitters, not getting ahead of hitters when they don't walk them, and then the Big Red hitters have been taking advantage of them being behind in the strike count and getting some extra base hits at key times. And that's a combination that will kill you.
Makes you lose the game, too.
That too. Obviously, Coach Klink is hoping that this trend will end after today, and certainly then I'm sure it will. He'll have a successful season based on all his years in the past. And this is a good-looking club. They just have a chance to. They got to get on a roll here, get some momentum going. And Kevin Crittenden coming in with a strike again.
Seems to have a real good delivery, doesn't he?
He does. Nice follow through, and seen some velocity in a couple of pitches, and.
Has a real long reach with that arm. Reaches right out, straightens the ball down the home plate.
Good size kid.
Foul ball coming back. The man from Yale is going to catch it. Yes, he does.
So Kevin comes in. That was a curveball they fouled off. That comes up with a 0-2 count. Well ahead of the count. That's exactly what Coach Klink would like to see his pitchers do, and probably real pleased with Kevin. From that standpoint, now he needs to finish out, walk that leadoff hitter, and we just don't want to walk any more people. That ball's hit hard. That's hit hard to left field, but it's fading as they tend to do out there. Ball was hit well.
Andrew Moore, as he has all day, hitting the ball hard.
He found a spot. I don't think he wants to throw the ball there again.
Oh, we got to be encouraging for Coach Klink. Crittenden tends to have a real good throw. He's a sophomore.
Yep, got a few years in front of him. This is good experience pitching against the Portland High, the crosstown rivals. And that pitch on an 0-2 count, you don't want to get a ball up in a strike zone like that. You want it to be up out of the strike zone possibly, but that's possibly a youngster's mistake. But Kevin's going to try to come back and get a strike here. Ah, there it is. Swung
nice
through that pitch
pitch
in the outside part of the play. That's a fine job by Kevin Crittenden. That gets an out there. That's 1 out with a runner on first.
Got Andrew Moore looking for the fastball. Brings up James Hewitt, pitcher for the Big Reds. Matt Scheffler's on deck. Nunez with a short lead at first.
Crittenden steps off. Number of things pitcher can do out there to keep a runner close. One of them is just what Kevin did. Rather than even throw over, just step off and make that runner go back to the base. Start over again.
A hard hit, right center field.
Yeah, it looks like it could be.
Past the right fielder, and it's rolling forever, Dan.
It could go forever out here, too. Here comes the runners around
Nunez
third.
rounding third.
There's a
Coach
relay.
waving him home.
Relay to second. That's going to score another run for the Big Reds.
Nice hit by the pitcher, Hewitt. Went to the opposite field.
Hewitt's had a couple hits today, I believe.
Not bad for one of them
pitcher.
kind.
Yeah, pitcher that hits. Jeez, that's amazing.
Yeah, Big Reds look like they're going to fare well in the league this year, Dan.
Farewell, they're going to leave?
They're not trees, they can't leave.
Oh, God, it's getting bad. It's really good. Oh, and here comes the courtesy runner.
The courtesy runner, Eric Rathje, getting his trot out to the infield again.
Kevin's Crittenden doing a good job. He kind of fought that one off, hit that ball well to right center field, but he's throwing strikes, and that's really what you need to do out there. When you throw strikes, people hit the ball. Bill Gullickson, for example, throws a lot of strikes, gives up a lot of hits, but also wins a lot of ball games. So that's the kind of thing Kevin would like to do, and obviously Coach Klink would like to see his entire staff do.
Matt Scheffler in the box now takes the pitch, hits it right up the box.
That's a base hit. Oh,
shortstop can't field it.
That's
Everybody's
a nice play.
safe.
Nice play by Todd Murphy. I thought that was through clean, and he at least came up and knocked it down. That showed some range there. Coach Hilliger and Coach Wagner in the Port High Big Reds trying to stop from an emotional letdown, trying to get these guys to really turn on the steam here and score some more runs and not sit on their lead.
Eric Carpenter coming up to hit from the left side.
It's probably not the guy Kevin Crittenden wants to see right now, but...
Well, the wind just picked up coming out of that right center field area. Scheffler at first, Rathje, the designated runner at third base. Chris Ward on deck. That was a nice pitch by Kevin Crittenden.
Every hitter, Crittenden has thrown the first pitch for a strike, and that's a good sign for a young pitcher. We got a first and third situation, and catcher Dave Henderson is signaling to his infielders what their play is in case that runner from first breaks to second. Making sure they have their signals square there. Kevin steps off. Start all over again here. Something just didn't feel right at that point and wants to come back and start over again. He sets and
catcher's calling for an outside.
And there it is.
Just missed the corner.
Good location.
Nice looking pitch. Coach Klinkson and the signals in he has all day.
Carpenter adjusts his batting gloves.
Carpenter waiting for the next pitch. That was up around the chin.
Kevin on a few of those pitches is not finishing as strong as he did on some of his pitches earlier. He's sort of falling to first base, and those are the ones that tend to be up and away. Hopefully he can make those adjustments himself out there and kind of find that groove to keep throwing strikes. Coach Carpenter's a dangerous hitter too, so you can't throw it too good a strike. You've gotta get some location in there. Ooh, just about pulled the trigger on that one, but held back and took a ball.
See, we got more action in Coach Helliger's bullpen then. Another lefty warming up. That's Jim Hewitt just staying warm.
The runner at first breaks. Whoa, boy, Carpenter hits it right through the hole.
That scores Rathje.
Boy, that worked out just like you draw it on a chalkboard. They sent the runner that drew the second baseman, Smith, to go cover second base, and Carpenter hit the ball right through the hole where Smith was standing. That
means Matt Scheffler's on third.
That too.
Carpenter's on first. And that brings up.
And here comes a new pitcher for the Northern Huskies.
Ward up to bat, and he'll have to wait for Coach Klink to make the pitching change.
Looks like Number 11, Brian Weiss, is coming in the ball game.
He's a junior.
Oops. Brian Weiss was in right field earlier, Larry. I think I have erred.
You have error. Well, there have been some wholesale changes in the Husky lineup in the last couple innings. Let's see, they're sending Crittenden out to right field.
So Weiss is going to come in and do the pitching. Crittenden in right field, and the right fielder is coming in. I called this one pretty well. I'm sorry, I goofed there. That was number 16, Brian Murphy. I'm sorry, not number 16. Number 18, Matt Gladchen, was out in right field. So Matt Gladchen was in right field for some time there, Larry, and I'm sorry I missed it. But he's not there anymore because Kevin Crittenden is out in right field.
Well, now we know who's in right field.
Brian Weiss is pitching, who was in right field earlier before Kevin Crittenden or Matt Gladchen. So, you got that clear?
I got it. It's
all right.
Clear.
We run out of tape yet?
Clear as mud, Glenn.
Okay, good deal.
Like Larry Klink here is just trying out some different arms to see what he's got for the rest of the year, Dan.
I think maybe it's a good time to get him some innings and kind of see what they got. I don't know when their next game is. This is their opening game, so you want to kind of get all the opening day jitters out of everybody and get them between the lines one time. You're getting some experience. Some of these are younger people. Brian Weiss, for example, is a junior. Kevin Crittenden, a sophomore. Brian Murphy's a sophomore. He's got some years to build with these guys, and he wants to get them out there and get them some experience. Matt Gladchen, that was in right field a moment ago, is a junior. Those kind of people, you really want to get them some playing time and build. Today basically is, you'd hate to say it's over, but it's basically something where you just want to get some people some experience and try to shake the lineup up a little bit, get something happening here. So Brian Weiss, number 11, is going to come in and do something.
He's going to face big Chris Ward.
That too.
Chris's bat hasn't been heard from too loudly yet today, but I think we're due.
And the runner's going, Carpenter breaking. Henderson fakes the throw to second, holds the runner at third. And that's kind of what we mentioned is some of the plays that they can do. One of them is just that. They can arm fake the throw and then try to get the runner at third to make sure he doesn't score.
So we have runners at second and third. How many outs we have, Dan?
I'm not sure, Larry. Thanks so much for asking.
Okay. I just thought I would ask you that because I know and I'm not telling.
Do you know?
Yes, but I'm not telling.
Do you know where I'm going to? Do you know things I like life is showing you? Never mind. It's another song. I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Brian Weiss.
Speaking of songs, Dan.
Speaking of songs.
Can you sing?
I can sort of sing, yeah. Can you? Not.
Well, it depends on who you ask, Dan.
That's right. Larry will do his friends in low places at the fifth inning stretch here instead of taking me out to the ball game. It's a new tradition we're starting here on CPHS 6 by request of station manager Sue Broadhagen.
Witnessed by the fact I'm in the booth with you today, Dan. I hope that I can continue to follow the Port Huron area baseball schedule and find myself a broadcast partner.
I'll be at the concert at the local Pizza Hut. Brian Weiss throws a strike. The beginning of the 1992 baseball year out here at Memorial Field, the Northern and Huskies against the Port Huron High School Big Reds. A little chilly, but at least the season's underway, and you gotta love that. There's another strike from Weiss. Nice pitch. Weiss looking like he's got a groove going out there, and brought in from right field with him.
Chris Ward looked a little tentative standing there at the right side of the plate.
Couldn't make up his mind either.
Comes the pitch.
Weiss throws another fastball, strike three.
Chris Ward will have a seat. That'll bring up Ted Setzer with Andrew Cole, that hitting ace, on deck.
By the way, that's 2 outs, Larry.
That's 2 outs. I knew that.
I thought I'd get back to you with that piece of information.
Well, have your machine call my machine.
I'll do that. My ink has frozen in my pen, so therefore I'm doing this all in my head, which is scary. Brian Weiss comes in with a big strikeout. Charlie Sensei always at the ready. The Boy Scout himself has a pen, and he handed it to me. The problem is I dropped it. And,
Big Reds are still
use
2
it.
runners on base. Well, actually 1 base per
Oh,
runner.
yeah. That pole is still here, I see, Larry.
Darren Carpenter still at second base.
Really good stop by
Matt
Dave
Scheffler
Henderson.
standing at third.
Dave did a nice job there of keeping that ball down. It'd be like a Johnny Bench kind of a thing with the one hand, and that was quite a
Tigers
play.
used to have a player like that, Mike Heath.
Mike Heath, yeah.
He was doing a wonderful job with that.
Yeah, named a candy bar after him, just like Reggie Jackson. He's famous. Fastball inside for a ball. Seems to be a cold bug going around here, Larry. There's a lot of coughing going on in the
There's
background.
a lot of bugs. I don't know how cold it is,
I
Don.
don't know if I could. Fastball. Oh boy,
got it
just
on
inside. Just missed. That loads the bases up. With 2 down here
Andrew Cole,
in the bottom of the 5th
shortstop.
inning.
he's been in this position before today. Dan, what did he do?
Yes, he hit the ball.
He hit it hard.
He hit it hard.
smackaroonied the ball.
Smackaroony. There's the word.
And he brought in 3, count 'em, 3 runs for the
For
Big
those of
Reds.
you
Really
listening at
neat.
home, that's smack Rooney.
Not to be confused with macaroony,
That's right.
which is what I'm going to have for dinner if I don't get home pretty soon.
Well, I got a feeling that we're burger jointing it tonight, pal. I wonder what Al Kaline and George Kell do after a long game. I don't think they go to Burger King. Brian Weiss throws the ball. Oh, he's missing inside a lot, Larry. Let's reflect on that. What do you think that's all about?
Well, I think he's being a little tentative up there.
I can't make
Larry
up his
Klink
mind
is,
either.
Larry Klink has shown a little impatience with his pitching staff today.
Weiss kicks and delivered. Now he's on the outside part of the play. Has a little better follow through though.
You wouldn't know anything about being hooked out of a game early, though, would you, Dan?
Oh, well, Lair, let me tell you, Lair, there's a few games where I didn't break a sweat, I'll tell you that. But I love the game. Whether I was playing or on the bench or in the bullpen, I mean, it's a great game. You just got to love the game of baseball. Brian
Bases
Weiss.
loaded and Cole waiting for the pitch.
There's a fastball in for a strike.
Nice strike.
Went inside, outside, and then right down the center there. So made that adjustment with 2 balls, 1 strike.
This is about the time for Andy Cole to show the coach what it's all about one more time.
Ooh, swinging strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball was down in again. Seems to have a little movement to his fastball down and in. It tends to tail in on the right-handers. That's a good sign. Again, Brian and Weiss a junior, so he's got another year here. So Coach Klink will look to count on him for 2 years. There's a fastball low and away. Just missed.
Well, that
Full
was a
count.
close one.
That was close. Catcher Henderson, once again, kind of thinking that he had that 3rd strike he wanted real badly. But not this time. Oh,
Hard hit.
everybody's moving. Base runners are moving. A ground ball to the second baseman, Eric Smith,
That'll
who
end
throws
the
him on to
inning.
first. That's the end of the inning. And after 5 complete innings of play, it's Port Huron High School 9, Port Huron Northern 2. At the top of the 6th inning, leading off with Kurt Conley, the cleanup hitter, while Larry is feverishly trying to catch up his stats sheet and pronounce people's names correctly. We have Kurt Conley, Kevin Crittenden, and Jeff Land coming up this inning. Conley takes a fastball inside for a ball.
For a ball?
For a
Where are we
ball.
at, Dan?
We're here at Memorial Field,
Oh, I see.
and there's a fastball for another ball. 2
James
balls,
Hewitt's
1
still on the
strike.
mound.
James Hewitt's
The
throwing
big,
well.
Big Red's throwing 1 pitcher at
Doing a good
the
job.
Huskies.
Northern's had, I believe, 5 people on the mound.
Dave Seppo catching now for the Big Reds.
Conley takes another ball. That's 3 balls, 1 strike. Hewitt kicks and delivers, strike 2. Nice pitch. That's full count.
Downfalls of playing on a team that gets a lot of offenses. You have to set a lot between innings.
That's true. Conley looking for, whoa, he fouls it off. He reached out, look at that curveball that fooled him, but he just got a piece of that.
Over there in the Channel 7 booth. Luckily, it didn't come back in the Channel 6 booth.
Stay tuned for the second game of our doubleheader where the Toledo Mud Hens will play the Michigan School of the Blind. That ought to be a great matchup.
Oh, a walk from Hewitt. That's a rare occurrence today.
Doesn't happen very often either, and it's getting cold out here. I'm going to take a time out and talk to him. Kevin Crittenden's coming out now. This time Kevin's going to hit. Kevin has played left field and pitched
and right field.
And right field, so you might as well hit now because he's done everything else. So Conley draws that walk. Crittenden hitting in the spot that originally was held by Rich Volkening, who started the ball game off pitching. And then there's been Mike Cox and Kevin Crittenden in that spot. So Kevin is now batting here in the 5th position. Conley on first base. Nobody out here in the 6th inning.
Swung one up high in the strike zone, Ben.
A little anxious.
Fine looking athlete, Kevin Crittenden. That means he's a good ball player, Dan.
That too. Yeah, I guess I was thinking about that one. I was reflecting on that.
You were reflecting
Quite
on
a
that?
statement.
I thought you were trying to figure out what athlete meant.
Oh, Grandpa Dwyer'd say, yep. That's a ball on the outside part of the plate, and that was a close pitch. Kevin showing a very, very good eye, very selective.
He looks him over good, too.
That too. And getting encouragement from the stands. And Kevin looking for a pitch he can hit somewhere. That's another one of those baseball understatements.
He wants to hit the ball.
Swings through it. Strike out swinging.
He actually swung under it, Dan.
Well, it's not good. Under it's not good, over it's not good. You got to swing through it. This brings up Jeff Land, who is back in left field. Came into third base for an inning or so, moved back. Jeff takes a ball. Still have Kirk Conley on first base with one out here in the 6th inning. Huskies down, trailing 9-2. Land hits one off the end of the bat. Uh-oh, Hewitt bobbles it, recovers and makes the throw to first and gets Jeff Land at first base. Kirk Conley advances to second.
James Hewitt falling victim to that rough infield we talked about earlier in the game, Dan.
Plus, it was a little squibber hit off the end of the bat and didn't come out like as quickly as you'd like. And those are tough plays. They tough to find a handle on those. Brian Murphy now hitting for the Northern Huskies. Brian back at third base where he started the ball game after coming in to pitch for a short time. Brian, left-handed hitter. Strike from Jim Hewitt. See Jim's dad watching him from over in the stands there. Fine modified softball pitcher all over the state of Michigan. And his son certainly following his steps, throwing a good strong ball game out here for Dick Hilliger's Big Reds. Curveball. Ooh, nice pitch.
Throwing the ball good too.
He's doing that. He's doing them left-handers, boy. It's real nice to have a left-hander come out and give you some quality innings just like Jim Hewitt's doing right now. Coach Hilliger's got to be real happy with that so far.
Certainly the Big Reds are going to need a strong performance throughout the year from him if they're going to contend in the league.
Every once in a while we see Hewitt kind of reach back and really try to pick up the pace on one, throw just a little bit harder, and takes it off that one. Good setup, the curveball. Murphy swings
Catcher
through
throws the ball away.
Thrown away.
It's going to score the runner from second.
Conley's going to score all the way from second. That's one of more of a mental mistake than a physical mistake. Where tried to just toss the ball down there was pretty much a cut and dried play. He was going to be out, and then threw the ball over the first baseman's head.
Dave Seppo been on the bench all day for Dick Hilliger's Big Reds. Come back in today.
Typically, that's where you run into problems when you try to throw the ball easy. Then you make mistakes. So Murphy is going to be safe on first. There's 2 outs with a run that came in. And the catcher, Dave Henderson, hitting now for Northern. Curveball in for a strike.
That was a nice looking curveball.
Yeah, wind has died down a little bit, and they're starting to throw the curveball a lot more now and get some more break on it. Didn't see that early in the game with that strong wind. Oh, that ball's hit down the third base line. Coach Klink. Coach Klink making a fine play down there by the youngster. Trying to show his charges how it's done.
Coach Wagner making a point to the Big Red infield.
It's a fly ball. High fly ball in the center field. Carpenter
settles underneath it.
Here we are, Memorial Field, the bottom of the 6th inning. Coach Hilliger just called his players over to the bench and admonished them for possibly starting to relax a little bit because he thought they were starting to get too comfortable with this lead. So that too there.
I think he's just encouraging his charges. It's hard to keep that emotional lift throughout the evening.
Wow, that's another way of looking at it.
That's another way of saying he brought him over and admonished him for being lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical. You don't want to get laxative at this point in the game. I mean lackadaisical, that's right. That's a pitch.
Jason Landshut at bat for the Big Reds.
Brian Weiss still pitching for the Northern Huskies.
And Randy Nunez should be on deck. Possibly Coach Hilliger will be making some changes this inning.
I think somebody's coughing. Oh, the
coffee would be warm compared to this.
Is that a problem, you think? He's coughing. You may have a cold. Brian Weiss throwing well.
Without any changes, we'll have Landshut, Nunez, and Moore.
Oh, good curveball. Good curveball. He just missed with that one. Dropped out of the strike zone.
See Coach Klink going the same pitcher for 2 innings.
Weiss has thrown a good ball game. He's coming ahead, a good control of the fastball and curveball, and stay in the strike zone. And strike.
That was a real nice fastball.
Swung it right through.
Well, it's important the Husky players don't get down after this game.
That's right.
Emotionally. And start doubting their abilities or get their confidence down. So we have a change in the lineup for the Big Reds.
I believe this is Morris Hall.
Morris Hall coming to bat for Randy Nunez.
Morris Hall, an all-area hockey player, an all-area golfer. And now he's out here playing baseball too.
I know he's taking a few bogeys out of my game.
Oh, he's done it all. Weiss looking in, getting ready to throw that first pitch to Morris Hall. Weiss delivers a strike.
It's got to be a tough position for a guy coming off the bench, sitting there all afternoon in the cold air.
Oh boy.
Trying to impress the coach and win a spot on the roster.
Kind of like watching a baseball game from behind a pole. You know, it's not easy to do. But you got to do it. You got to do what you got to do. Weiss hangs the curveball that time. Oh, he fouls that back into the booth.
Right back in the booth.
Rung my
Catch
bell.
that ball. It landed in the pudding. That's the traffic report, isn't it, Dan? Colonel Newbacher just flew over. Morris Hall.
Is that the guy that does the popcorn? It's a base hit to right center. That's going to run.
Center field doing a fine job, get over and knock the ball down.
Mike Sly picks it up, bare hand, throws it into the infield. Morris Hall comes up with a base hit off the bench. That's not easy to do.
You got James Tuffin coming in the game for Andrew Moore, Dan.
Coach Hilliger getting some of his extra people in here and getting them some playing time that I'm sure he'll count on each and every one of these players throughout the year, and there's a good chance to give them some playing time. His bullpen's also busy over there again. Another left-hander.
See, Hewitt's still on deck, which makes you wonder if Mr. Hilliger is going to keep him in the game the rest of the way.
I think Coach Hilliger has been breeding southpaws somehow. He's got so many left-handers thrown over there. That's a great sign to have that kind of left-handed pitching.
James Tuffin, he's a sophomore, 5'8", 155 pounds. Takes a strike right down the middle. Morris getting a sizable lead at first base. Getting back just in time. Throw from the pitcher.
Would you think they'd be running at this point in the ball game?
Possibly not from the coach's direction.
And he's
and
going.
The runner goes. He's safe at second. The batter did swing and miss at the ball. That was a good throw from the catcher. It was just a little high. Morris Hall able to slide underneath it. Tuffin getting instruction from the coach. Steps back in the box.
As always, I predicted they wouldn't be running, and what do they do in the next pitch? But they run. So I'm holding true to form on my predictions. Just call me Kreskin. Oh, timeout. Dave Henderson wants to talk to his infield. Call the defensive play. 0-2 count.
Telling the players no balls and 2 strikes. Now that's always important for the infielders to know.
He was telling the umpire. I think the umpire forgot. Umpire Rich Clay and Marcus Williams doing a fine job today and hanging in there in cold weather and just doing a real professional job.
Tough and swinging hard and missing
through
that
that.
ball.
That's a strikeout. Brian
Right
Weiss.
down the middle.
Weiss has thrown a good ball game, Larry, since he's came in. He's throwing strikes, getting ahead of hitters. And he's been touched for a couple of base hits, but he's keeping the ball in play.
And he's showing some good control. He's keeping the ball in the strike zone with good velocity.
The only thing that could make this day perfect would be to have like Elvis show up here or something. You think?
He did. James Hewitt's now up to bat.
There's a
Gets
ground
the ball
ball to second base.
base.
Eric Smith comes up with it, makes the throw to first. He got him. Conley picks it up out of the ground. Well, there we go. At the end of 6 complete innings of play. Port Huron High School 9, Port Huron Northern 3. We're back. Top of the 7th inning. Port Huron Northern Huskies looking to mount a big rally right now, or at least put some runs on the board and kind of get some things going here so they go out of this game on a high note.
James Hewitt still pitching for the Big Reds, Dan.
Yes, we're leading on Brian Weiss. Hewitt's gone the distance.
He's gone the distance.
Just as strong now as he was in the second inning. First inning was a little shaky when they touched him for that first run, but since then he's been throwing a real strong game.
Just like that, Dan.
Weiss takes a look at a ball at the knees and thinks, maybe I should have swung at that one.
And see, Morris Hall is now playing second base for the Big Reds. James Tuffin went into left field. It means I checked the roster between innings.
Oh, as I say. Oh, there's a curveball down the dirt. See, the wind has died. His curveballs are now coming out more and more often. Oh,
Dave Seppo did a fine job knocking that one down.
As soon as I say the wind died, I feel like Sonny Elliott or something. The wind is never doing it. Oh, it's fouled off to the first base side. That one's out of here.
The man from Emmett caught that one.
And he's running with it. No, he sold it to the guy from Marysville that caught the one earlier.
That's it. Now we have a match set.
That's right.
The
athletic directors are chasing him to get that ball back.
Oh, right down the pipe.
Called third strike. Brian Weiss and
Dave Seppo got so excited he threw the ball in. I think it's be a good time. We have a little lull in the action to thank all the supporters of Port Huron Athletics. Coaches do a fine job. Great sportsmanship shown by both teams today, Dan.
That's right. They've been playing hard, and they'll keep playing hard throughout the season. I think you'll see both of these guys in the MAC conference race at the end of the year. There's no doubt in my mind they'll be right up there. Both teams, even though Port Huron High has come out well on the upper end of this score, Northern's going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with this year. They can work out that pitching.
They tagged down.
My goodness.
That's a smacker.
My goodness. Mike Sly hit that one high in the air to Aaron Carpenter. 2 down. Here in the 7th inning, this is the last chance for the Northern Huskies, and it all rests on second baseman Eric Smith.
Well, credit to Larry Klink. I see he didn't allow his players to walk around with their chins down.
That's right. They keep competing.
That's what they're rooting their other teammates on.
Coach Klink has been still competing and teaching and learning from these kind of mistakes. You got to write this off to a learning experience and then go from there. Tomorrow's another day. Hewitt a little high and tight on that one. I'd like to thank, we have Steve Osborne and Charlie Sensei doing the technical work here today, which means they did a great job, or if they didn't, it's their fault, not ours.
Thanks, Dan.
Charlie's back here enjoying himself out of the wind.
Well, I'd like to thank Sue for letting me work with you.
That's right.
I'd like to yell at her for making me work with you. A high ball
That's
coming back in the booth, then duck.
Oh, this one's in the crowd.
Oh,
Yes.
my. Boy, it's a
Yes.
good thing she moved.
Yes, we have contact. The girls softball team has a girl athlete. These people over there just playing a great game over there and showing their athletic ability. The ball came and they all scattered. So that was an encouraging thought. I wonder who won their game. Well, anyway. That's right.
James Hewitt's showing that same velocity he had earlier in the game, Dan.
2 strikes. That ground ball, the third. Come up, makes a good throw.
Matt Scheffler,
He's out of there.
good throw,
And
great
that's the ball
grab.
game.
Chris Ward, good grab.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here. The CPHS 6 broadcast of the Port Huron Northern Port Huron High School opening day game. Once again, the final score, Port Huron High School 9, Port Huron Northern 3.